In 1965, Time magazine published a long article trying to make sense of what computers were and what they might mean for society. Back then, computers were massive, rare machines, closer to military hardware than personal tools. Most people thought of them as part of government projects, Cold War defense systems, or corporate data centers. They weren't something an individual would ever own or interact with. But the experts could see what was coming. They knew personal computing was on the horizon, and they believed it would totally reshape society, especially how we work, or don't work. See, that was the real promise of computer technology, according to all the experts, that computers would free us from the need to work. Men such as IBM economist Joseph Frumkin, the Time magazine reporters wrote back in 1965, feel that automation will eventually bring about a 20-hour work week, perhaps within a century, thus creating a mass leisure class. Some of the more radical prophets foresee the time when as little as 2% of the workforce will be employed, warn that the whole concept of people as producers of goods and services will become obsolete as automation advances. Even the most moderate estimates of automation's progress show that millions of people will have to adjust to leisurely, non-functional lives, a switch that will entail both an economic wrench and a severe test of the deeply ingrained ethic that work is the good and necessary calling of man. This set up a strange new power dynamic, humans on top, computers underneath, doing all the work, handling all the thinking. Many scientists hope, the 1965 article said, that in time the computer will allow man to return to the Hellenic concept of leisure, in which the Greeks had time to cultivate their minds and improve their environment while slaves did all the labor. The slaves in modern Hellenism would be the computers. What would it look like to live in a world where machines do everything for us and humans have an excess of leisure time? If computers are going to be our slaves, then what does that make us? Do humans become the enslavers and slave masters in this scenario? And what does a slave master fear the most besides a slave rebellion? Maybe all of our fears about an AI robot uprising are really just the slave master's fears of a slave rebellion. And if computers really are our slaves, and we treat them like that, making them do all our work for us, mistreating them, discarding them when they're no longer useful to us, or when we decide to replace them with a newer model, then can you blame them for wanting to revolt and destroy us?